Give me my cue, Maestro.
You have it.
Are we live?
Yes, I said go ahead.
Yeah, that was a jumble of letters. I have no idea what you said. I'm sorry. I missed it. Anyway, welcome everybody to this spooky session number 2. I shall be your host for the night, or, well, I suppose your terrible, terrible DM. All right, so we're doing things a little bit differently today. We're starting off with an interlude, and then I will jump into the playback, basically. All right? So, first things first, our interlude. We have Tasyn, our dear host, who has gone straight back towards, well, we don't know where just yet. No one's noticed. But he is standing next to a rather large door, which creaks open ever so slightly, and the head of a rather familiar figure pops its way in with a blue bandana wrapped around blonde locks. So, how are they doing?
He turns ever so slightly just to catch the person out of the corner of his eye. You tell me, you have ears.
That bad, huh?
I do have to wonder, dear Garrick, why you decided to bring them here. They're
Garrick's
ruining
face
my
falls
house.
just a little bit. Like, oh no, have I stepped in some? Before answering, I figured you could handle them, because they weren't leaving me alone.
Have you tried maybe acting like a decent person for 2 seconds, inviting them to my house instead of leading them there like the thief and criminal that you are?
I was being a decent person. They just decided to chase me. I did tell them I had it. It's fine. He grins.
Tasyn just raises one hand to pinch at the bridge of his nose with irritation. All right, I understand, but I should have no problems with terrible people. I usually don't. They're usually easy to deal with or persuade. These ones are just paranoid, and paranoid ones are terrible to deal with, and one of them decided to insult the lady.
No, it's fine.
Well, now they dead.
Now don't promise that. They're not dead unless you count the 2 gunshots I heard.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure they did.
I haven't even done anything yet. And he raises that same hand that was pinching the bridge of his nose to his hair and hustles it back, revealing a slightly glowing crown-like rune across his head.
Garrick looks up, stares for a moment, tilts his head, and makes grabby hands almost, and says, "Come here."
No.
You're showing? Come here. I need to fix it.
He leans down reluctantly, still just narrow eyes, as thief.
Quick hands make quick work of messy hair, covering a glowing rune again.
Right. Do you have something else you need to be doing? Because they might be here shortly or in 30 minutes. We'll have to see how the house feels.
Just wishing you good luck. Should I kiss your hand or something?
You're going to try and steal my rings again, so no.
Damn it. And
bye, Garrick.
Ducks back through the door. There's your interlude, my friends. I hope you enjoyed that. 2 idiots talking about bar.
Meanwhile, in the top center.
Meanwhile, we return to the scene of the crime. For all intents and purposes, we have a group of people who walk directly into a house that, of course, there seems to be no way out. The way before you seems barred, except not by doors, but by darkness. Leading the way in, having hopefully some nice tea, but not exactly certain of their current host and his lady in waiting, so to say. The distrust was somewhat palpable. Looking a little bit deeper, found only more intrigue into this house. Something is decidedly strange. However, a rather quick retreat was halted as someone decided to stay behind and decidedly lost their way quickly within. We now return to where we began. A bit earlier, perhaps, a bit later, but memory does not always serve properly. Here we find a barbarian in tears, a healer on her knees, bleeding, a druid looking like she's on her last breath, worn out from battle, but with very few scars to show of it, and a gunslinger, the smoking gun and a shaking hand. What have you done? And we'll begin here.
Cole, the exit now.
It takes him a few moments. He's still pretty much in shock at the site he came back to, but he does listen eventually, holstering his weapon again and following who's ever going to the exit. He's not leading, he's following.
Cold almost seems sheepish, or indeed very much ready to just bow his head, I suppose, for the executioner's block. He knows something has gone wrong, and he looks more shaken than you would expect. It's almost as if this is something he's seen happen before. There is a regret that is far more lingering than this moment, that shakes his hands, bows his head, and creates a fog over his eyes. Rhiannon, Minue.
Oh, yeah. That was a really intense intro. Sorry.
I'm glad you enjoyed
Intense
it.
intros are sort of Nini's thing.
Okay. Between Nini and Dry, I'm just used to them at this point.
I love them very much.
When your boyfriend writes with both of you and just, oh God.
Oh, well, I definitely have something that I need to say then in a minute. What are the rest of you doing? I have what Minue is doing.
Natalie will take a deep breath and look down at Ryan.
Can Ryan run at a normal pace? Because he was just shot in the knee.
Roll a Constitution, please. Oh my. Thank
11.
you, dear lady. 11?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Rhiannon can walk. It is, however, with a hobble. Take 3/4 speed. All right.
Sounds good.
Natalie will try to help Ryan to her feet and continue supporting her on the way back to the exit.
Wonderful. Now then.
Is
Let's get to
everyone
the
here
meat and
this
potatoes.
time?
You turn to check, and there is one member of your party missing.
Oh,
It seems your barbarian has headed back towards the kitchen, slinking back quietly as if to not disturb what's going on with everyone else. Looking, if you had caught her looking half humbled and uncomfortable as she heads back towards where she had noticed spider webs, the kitchen.
are you kidding me?
There is a rather lovely lady standing at the doorway, watching your party leave. She is still in the doorway of the kitchen, and her eyes slide, red and very calculating, towards Niminue. She does not look impressed, but her hands are folded delicately in front of her, and she looks like she's waiting.
Niminue, we're leaving. This way.
Sorry about earlier. It's just, I heard skittering and I'm so very creeped out by large, giant spiders. Do you think I could grab some of those spider webs that are hanging in the kitchen?
The lady tilts her head just a little bit, but nods, making way for Niminue. Grab as many as you'd like, but I do not know of any giant spiders around here.
Oh, okay. So I got scared for nothing. That's good to know. And I go and grab enough to help plug up the hole that's now in my shoulder.
If you guys are
16?
talking during that, I didn't catch it. My fucking computer glitched out for about 15 seconds.
Rip.
About 15 seconds. The past 15 seconds to 20 seconds is all I missed.
Okay. There is currently a survival check for Niminue to see if she can use the spider webs from the kitchen to basically pack her wound.
16.
It looks like that's just fine. Niminue takes looks up towards the cobwebs, and they're a little bit high, but manages to grab one of the chairs from the table and pull it over so that she can hop up there and hop up onto the top and grab a few. After a little bit of molding these to fit whatever size and shape she needed, she stuffs it into her wound, and there's a rather lovely mess of spider webs over there, but at least she's stopped the bleeding.
Natalie's keeping an eye on the kitchen entryway with the lady of the house there, gesturing for Cole to get through the door of the exit, towards the exit.
The lady looks over towards Natalie, red eyes looking at her, and smiles.
Question, is it a creepy smile or
That's
normal?
completely a character
smile.
decision. Any smile can be creepy if people think it is. If it's creepy to you, it's creepy. Like, I don't know.
A dragon can smile. It's quite terrifying.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they're trying to be creepy or condescending. It's just, oh god, kind of thing. Because you're small. Morsel size. Depends on your perspective.
Thank you, Josh. How dare you?
I'm not even checking.
No, it's not worth it.
So from Natalie's experience with magic, does this woman look like she would be capable of controlling Cole as she did, or as someone did. That the insight or arcana?
That would be Arcana.
Also,
Roll it for me.
Cole is following the directions and heading towards the exit.
I shouldn't have
But he
checked.
just-
Good question, though.
I shouldn't have checked.
Definitely a good
I regret it.
You did this to yourself.
Yeah, I was
Why did you
warned
expect-
not to.
Why did you expect anything different? I've been on the cursed emoji kick all day.
I will mute you.
Okay, where the hell is my D20?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Friend.
I have this box usually. I don't know how the hell it's not in there.
The most important dice of the campaign, and you don't know where it is?
Why are there neither here? 1 second.
Oh no.
That moment when.
We interrupt your commonly scheduled broadcasting.
There we go.
Can you cast Cure Wounds on yourself?
Yes.
Okay, that's a total
Yeah.
of 16.
That's entirely possible.
Total of 16.
16. Well, all right. How to put this nicely? This lady before you, although you cannot tell for certain, you can definitely tell she's powerful in magic. Powerful enough to hide some of your ability to see into whatever she can do.
Oh, fuck.
Bad vibes all around.
Also, lady, if you wanted to do that, I think that'd be insight.
I was going to say, I think it's insight for that.
That's definitely insight to
Yeah,
check
that's
to see
insight.
if the smile has evil intent.
15?
15 from
You
lady.
can tell that her smile towards Natalie is not full of any evil or, of course, intent to harm. It's just a smile for the moment.
I'm trying not to do anything because I'm not trying to bet Nini's gonna kill me.
And the look Natalie is giving back is
I don't get.
not really any
Got that.
sort of. It's more focused than anything. She's not.
You
she doesn't
do
have any
notice.
intent at the moment, but
You do notice her eyes narrow slightly as if interested. She does notice that you're trying to size her up, so to speak.
Tasyn's a good host. You guys are just being rude.
And so Natalie waits for Naminue to get back at some point.
Naminue relaxes slightly, having noticed that this lady in front of them doesn't seem to be hostile at the moment, and certainly not towards Natalie as far as she can tell.
Is this a good time for Anne to heal herself?
You're more than welcome to.
Okay. Don't want to be awkward. Healing tells in the middle of conversation. Okay.
There's no conversation going on. It's a staring match.
It's a Mexican showdown.
It is! +3.
It's a standoff, but I'm out of ammo.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Real quick.
How much did you heal, Ryan?
Oh, wait, sorry. 40. So I'm...
Wow, okay.
You used a big spell.
I don't... Probably. Is that how it works? Wait, so Cure Wounds regains 68 plus 3 hit points.
That's
Oh wait,
if you
sixth level.
like,
Wait, let me go back down.
sixth level spell slot.
No,
Josh,
no,
I don't think you have one at level 12.
Let's ignore that. I made a mistake.
Level 12 is like level 5, right?
I think
Yeah,
you have one sixth level spell slot at level 12 if you're a mixed caster at least, like as in multi-class full caster.
Yes, I made a mistake here.
You can do what you want, but I don't know if you have a 6th level spell slot for that.
I do, according to this character sheet that I'm not very good at using, but I'm not sure if that's true. I'm just gonna go with fourth.
So 48.
Yeah.
At 12 you have a sixth level.
That's 3.
You missed a command.
Okay, sorry.
I love you, friend.
Very down this episode. 17. There we go.
There you go.
Somehow you got worse rolls on that.
Yeah.
That's tragic. Anyhow. Continue. I'm trying my best to not. Yeah. I'm sorry, Nini. I'm trying.
You sit. Sit. Sit.
Put on your seatbelt.
Waiting for the minion to get back.
I
Put on your
head
seatbelt.
over
I am
to
driving.
No, you're not.
I head over to the lady of the place after packing my wounds and dig into my dig into my pockets for a second and pull out my gaming dice. And I hand it over to her and say, well, it is a festival day anyways. Maybe you could enjoy the festivities with a little bit of dice play. Well, here.
Oh, Inception.
Everyone should be able to get something on the festival.
Dice within dice.
Deception.
What do you mean deception?
Dice.
I'm giving her.
No,
I'm
dice
giving
inception.
her.
Yeah, it's Inception with dice.
Giving a dice set to a person that is within an RPG using dice. Diceception.
Oh, so
yes,
what?
We were joking.
It's not a check. It's not.
Check.
It's not.
We were making an old ass joke.
Well, does she take the dice?
She looks at them for a moment and takes one in hand to look at it a little bit closer. And then very quietly says, no thank you, I don't tend to play with dice. And hands it back.
With a sheepish shrug, I take it and start walking back to the others after saying, well, I hope we have a good day. I guess I need to get back to the rest and let them know that, no, there's no giant spider about to eat us.
All right.
I actually choked on my drink. Don't mind me.
You are not allowed to talk right now.
I am not allowed to say anything.
Nope. Go choke on your drink. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye, friend. Perish.
I'm going to mute myself on the recording so people don't hear me dying.
Perish. There we go.
So once I reach back to the group, I say, well, looks like there's no giant spiders, she said, so I guess I kind of feel awful for getting so scared.
We have... Out loud, Natalie will say, yes, but unfortunately the mood is kind of ruined, so we'll be on our way. And in a message to Naminue, we'll say, there's worse here than spiders, we should be going now.
With a puzzled look on my face, I just kind of shrug it off mentally and keep following.
All right. I need all of you to make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Nat 1.
That is a 13.
I'm back and immediately choked again.
Nat 1.
Do we know that Cole was mind controlled there?
Yeah.
Only Natalie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say.
That's how dominate person works.
I get
Definitely.
I get a natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 1 and natural 20. Hell yeah.
A Nat 1 and a Nat 20. Hell yeah. It's
Hey,
the
Brian?
guilt.
Yep.
Natalie
perception.
definitely knows.
Roll
Got
what?
a not 20.
I
What?
need Tasyn to make a perception roll.
Oh, that's always nice.
So modified 20, natural 20, a natural 1,
It's
and then
the
what?
guilt.
A 17, I think you said?
13.
13, okay.
It's the
I got
guilt.
that plus 4.
29.
Ooh.
Okay. Good.
That's some advanced perception.
Just one off from a natural 20, guys.
So, Rhiannon, Niminue, and of course, Tasyn.
Oh no.
I hear bells.
Oh.
You hear a ringing in your ears.
I actually have 2 perception. I barely heard that.
You hear a
Upon
ringing in
hearing
your
this-
ears. Upon hearing this, you can look towards the door. What should have been a clear way into the main entry hall is now darkness. For Cole and for Natalie, it looks like it's just open air. You can walk through it no problem, as far as you know.
I'm not making any comment as Tasyn because we know where Tasyn is.
Alright, I'll die on this hill.
I'm good.
Open the door.
Natalie, I wouldn't do that if I were you. It just looks complete.
Oh,
You mean it's open?
Natalie has her hand up, almost to the door. Looks in the menu, looks to the door. What?
There is that entire area is completely dark. I can't see. And as I say this, I'm using my pinky finger to try and dig into my ear because of the ringing.
In that case,
Rhiannon,
Natalie
doing?
still hands. Oh wait. Okay. Oh wait.
Is that same ringing as before?
Yes, you recognize this ringing quite well.
Grant screams in frustration. It's a long day.
Cole's about to be like, but the door's open, and then you see him kind of second guess himself because
That is a screaming dragonborn.
1, that's a screaming dragonborn, and 2, he doesn't really think he's the most reliable source of information right now.
All right. Hand still up. Natalie will cast Mage Hand and try to push the door open with it.
Natalie.
You could have just used Mage Hand.
We are beyond knocking. We're already inside.
1, that's a screaming dragonborn. 2, he doesn't feel the most reliable person right now. What is he?
All of you, roll perception again, please, for this mage
Okay.
hand that is headed towards the doorway.
Wait, I just got a nat 1, and what?
Oh God.
Okay, that's a 21.
How do I
That's
not
a 21.
know?
Do I
That's
roll?
much better.
Am I rolling?
Great. Yes, please. Oh, this is beautiful.
Okay, that's much better. That's a 21.
Oh, okay.
28.
What was Cole's roll again, please?
21.
Okay.
Like the card game, you want to play 21?
I hate you.
You love me.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. Cole, dear friend, and Tasyn.
What the?
You hear this? You watch as that mage hand heads towards this now inky black doorway and seems to get devoured slowly by the shadows that writhe there. As for the rest of you, it looks like it just passed straight through as if nothing happened. Natalie, I need you, please. Concentration.
All right. Well, that is a 6. But Mage Hand isn't concentration.
I know.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
You feel
Sexy.
this spell suddenly tugged loose from your ability to hold on to it. For some reason, it seems to just go pop, ending your spell. It seems to go through the door, float 1 or 2 feet into the room, and then pop like a bunch of confetti. There it goes.
Natalie will turn back to the lady of the house. I'm sorry, you wouldn't have anything to do with that, would you?
That's not how short rests work.
The lady of the house isn't there anymore.
Short rest is like 30 minutes.
Natalie's looking more frazzled by the second.
It is.
Yeah, short rests, depending on the DM, can be anywhere from 3 minutes to like an hour or 4 hours, just depending.
Yeah,
it all depends on the DM.
An hour minimum.
Yeah, usually they're an hour.
30 minutes to an hour is what I'd count short rest as, depending on the situation.
I still count it as an hour.
That's you. You're running this. I need to stop talking.
Yeah. Sit.
Anyway, you said that the door was what again?
Dear lady.
So how long are you saying this short rest?
It's not.
We're not taking a short
rest.
We're
not resting right now.
You guys may not, but my character is taking a short rest and plopping her butt on.
That's not how that works.
That's not how time
sitting here for half an hour.
Yeah, no, we're still doing things right now. You can sit on the ground, but it's not a short rest for any of us unless it's for all of us.
Yep. It will not count.
All for one. One for all.
Natalie just asked, Niminue, you said the door was what again?
But the area you were going to is just an inky black.
And what just happened with the mage hand?
I don't know. I didn't.
Did anyone else happen to see?
Looks directly at himself. Well, when it went to go in, it kind of got devoured.
What did Ryan see again? I forgot.
I think Cole was the only one who saw it actually get devoured.
Yeah.
Other than
the rest of you just saw it as you had before. The doorway either blackened or clear as poor Natalie sees it. This is great.
I'm not allowed to do anything right now.
God damn it, why? Oh. No one walked through that door. It's probably not safe. I can't do anything. What do we...
I'm sorry. Who's rolling? The scariest thing is to have silence and then just hear dice roll.
Hi, I am your DM. I have timing.
No matter what campaign or what DM you have, it's always terrifying to just hear random dice roll.
Everybody, you hear something skittering
Uh-oh.
in the left corner. Because that was definitely a nat 2. I'm sorry.
You can fix nothing.
I
with a
immediately
nat 2.
turn and look frantically for what I assume to be
Fully done with this, Natalie will hold up a firebolt, ready to just let it loose if whatever this is turns out to not be a good thing.
Perception rolls, everybody.
Am I included in this? I'm not in the room.
18.
Depends on if you want to find out what's going on or not.
Got a
That's
10.
a 17.
18.
28.
Okay, 2 17s
17.
and 18.
I keep rolling.
And a 10.
I keep rolling 15 and above for Tasyn.
Rhiannon, dear Mars.
Oh, I got a 10.
Yes, I love you. You keep looking around. The ceiling is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, are those pillars moving?
I love perception rolls that just turn into, oh my god, that looks so great.
Dude, you have been distracted by the battle going on in the ceiling.
Yeah,
Because, oh god, that painting is goddamn moving. What the fuck? Otherwise, for the rest of you. Oh, we just lost someone. Come back, friend.
Nessie,
Come
please.
back. Come
Return.
back. Return it?
I think
Okay.
Nessie returned.
Nessie?
Is it? Where?
Nessie?
Oh my god.
Discord's not being kind.
No.
Did I miss anything?
No, you didn't.
Now I
Other
can't hear
than
anyone.
other than a very
What
pretty
is this
ceiling
then?
distracting Rhiannon.
Nessie?
We're having issues today.
Mm-hmm.
Discord machine broke.
When is Discord not broke?
When I use
Continue.
it.
As for the rest of you, skitter, skitter, skitter. There are what looks like large black spider legs crawling across the ceiling.
like exactly how large.
I would consider this creature large.
Uh-oh, fuck.
I start hyperventilating and start screeching, "You said there was no giant spiders!"
There is a chuckle from above you.
Who or what are you exactly? Still holding on to that firebolt, because at this point I'm running very low on patience.
Natalie?
Yes?
Your answer comes only to you, whispered into the corners of your mind. My dear, I am what you never wish, but I am all that I wish to be.
Natalie will shoot a message back. Yes, I can do this too. I have an introduction, not a cryptic riddle. Now, what or who are you?
That depends on you. Am I your death? Or shall I be your salvation? You tell me, little pet.
If you could get us out of here, then I could honestly go for either. Except maybe not death, honestly. I'm not in the mood for that.
Few are willing to die.
No.
But so too are few willing to wake.
Oh, right, what?
Natalie, Ryan, and you currently have a hyperventilating small gnome at your feet. And a very despondent Cole.
Yeah.
Natalie will stop messaging the riddle master for a second. All right, it will not give a straight answer.
Of course it won't.
Not again, not again, not again, not again.
If I have to cast Call Emotions one more time.
Fair enough.
It worked great last time.
That's true. Do we need it?
Currently,
Minue does.
Minue is panicking. Yes, I would consider that panic.
And Natalie could use a lot less stress right now.
Cast some Call Emotions.
Appreciate it.
There's a succeed.
I'm sorry, lady. Go ahead.
Does the column motion succeed?
You can.
And would you like to roll for it, or?
Yes, I'd like to roll for it.
Okay.
Oh boy, wisdom save. Pretty sure, right?
No, it's charisma.
Oh.
One charisma saving throw for me, lady.
Yeah, I think it has to be 15.
Okay.
Or it has to not be 15 if you want it to work.
That's true. 15 if you want to be panicked.
So, are you going to roll the save, lady, or?
Okay, I get a 7.
All right, you are no longer panicked.
Woo.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Ryan. I was not feeling myself.
No problem. I'm not feeling myself either.
All right.
I inquire towards the ceiling. So, does that make you a friendly giant spider, or are you a man-eating type of spider?
Depends on the day. I could go for this or that. Perhaps you, perhaps him, perhaps her. Perhaps they, there. Depends. What pretty face shall I wear?
Oh my gosh, are you the like face taker thing from Avatar: The Airbender?
Please tell me this is not.
That was
Thank
just
you for
asking. Sure. Yeah.
That was great. How to kill the tension in a couple of words. That. Shit.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Wait,
for that,
are you after all,
just in
Tasyn?
general, I'm giving you.
Please tell me we are not living in a Jeepers Creepers thing.
Oh my God, no.
No, it's the face stealers from Avatar.
Please, Rhiannon, take one inspiration because that was fucking beautiful.
Jeepers Creepers, you know, steals the whole skin.
By the way, Mars, for inspiration given by the DM, you can use it whenever to gain advantage on a roll.
Great. Thank you.
Please take advantage. You have one roll to re-roll your favorite. Oh.
Use it wisely.
Yes. Oh, that was great.
How to instantly derail.
And in a good way. No, that is not what we're looking at. Thankfully, all you can see are the spider legs at the moment.
Okay.
In that case, what would persuade you to allow us to leave, if you can?
I have no need to leave. So many things wander into this nest. Although perhaps you would like a rest.
It would be appreciated if undisturbed.
Cole just kind of gives that look like, eh?
Yes, I will certainly allow that.
Huh?
So,
Look, if we can get arrested, then I might be able to dispel whatever force is very dangerous near that door.
as you say this, Natalie, Tasyn walks straight through that door, looking rather worried.
Natalie was gesturing towards the door, like, at the moment it's just like, oh, hi.
I heard something worrisome happening over here, especially gunshots. Hopefully no one was too badly injured.
Cole just kind of has that, eh?
No one was injured, well, injured irreparably.
Except for a lovely costume.
I slant my eyes towards Natalie at this and look down at the hole in my costume through my shoulder.
Tasyn puts a hand to his chest as if offended or hurt by something. And just like, oh, gods, your outfits are absolutely tarnished. I'm so sorry. They looked lovely. I could help fix those if you'd like, if you would stay a little longer, and I'll try and make things a little easier for you.
I'll be blunt with you.
That
They
depends.
aren't concerned right now. What is why they were damaged. You see, I believe someone in this house was casting powerful enchantment magic on our friend Cole here.
Are you sure? It
I'm
did not
concerned
seem to me like he was under any spell.
He stopped when I dispelled it.
He suddenly looks aghast at the mere implication that someone living in this house that isn't him would have done something like that to the guest. He's like, what? How dare you? No one in this house would have done something like that. That's a terrible implication. We're all here trying to help those who wander in here.
An implication is one word, but a fact is another.
I tug on Natalie's outfit and go, well, maybe now is not the best time to be accusing people when we need a rest.
I'm just making him aware of what dangers may be lurking here if he wasn't already.
Everyone roll perception, please.
21. You want to play 21?
I get a 10.
I get an 18.
Awesome. Rhiannon, Cole, whatever thing was on the ceiling, it's gone.
I'll just note, in case it wasn't clear, being in calm emotions is making Natalie very aloof about things right now.
Perfect.
I understand if this is starting to become difficult to feel comfortable in. There was a bit of a rocky start, however. I insist you stay around and understand why things maybe are the way they are. Over proper drinks, I do insist that wasting food is not very good. I will let you out as soon as that's over. I am a bit famished, personally.
Alright, I could use something that could help replace some of the blood loss.
I could help with that if you'd like.
So if you could answer me, who is that lovely, possibly lovely, skitter spider thing up on the ceiling?
He tilts his head at the question of the spider. Well, what spider? There's no spiders in my house.
It was large. We were talking to it right before you came in.
No, there's no spiders in my house, I'm afraid. You must have been dreaming it. Maybe the blood loss affected your perception of the matter.
Oh my god, we need to leave.
Are you starting to figure things out, friend?
Yes, Nimue, do you still see the problem with the door?
I look at the door.
Roll for it, my friend. Whoever wants to roll on checking the door, do it now.
18.
I get an 18.
18.
Well, dang.
A 7.
Aww.
So
Really?
close. Oh, no.
We could have had it perfect.
Oh.
We could have been the 18 squad.
Brandon, it looks like the door is completely cleared up. As for everybody else, no, it's a fucking inky black mess of bullshit. And how the crap Tasyn just walked through it, you have no fucking clue. But it seemed to not harm him.
Well, the door seems fine. I think we should go.
It's not.
The door is not fine.
He's looking at all of you now, very confused and concerned. They're not saying anything yet.
Oh, this is beautiful. Shit.
Here's an idea. Maybe we should try this again next year, and you could escort us out. Would that be all right?
Oh, of course. That's wonderful. Wonderful idea indeed. However, he starts walking towards the group of you. And just with
We were pretty much gathered by the
open,
door already.
like he's still a little bit at a distance away. He wasn't directly in yet. He's just chilling. So he just approaches you all and says, I understand this might be a bit frightening. However, I insist you stay a little while. I would like to roll persuasion.
Go for it.
I'll contest that.
I don't know if you can.
Oh,
you
Lord, what did you roll?
To 19? I don't think that's enough.
I
What do I roll?
a
Do I roll
natural
a
18
charisma
plus 12.
So 30.
Yeah.
Should I roll a charisma?
I think that would be an
if you
insight thing.
If you're checking to see if he's lying or being deceptive, I need you to roll insight.
Hey, I rolled a nat 20.
I love you.
Wait for insight.
There we go.
I get a nat 20.
What?
Holy, all right.
Nat 20 squad.
Apparently we're being 18s and 20s.
I got a 20, but it's modified.
Aww. Oh, rip Nini.
As Discord just likes to yeet your DM here.
Rip to you, but I'm different.
Gosh. So, anyway. Our dear 20s. Something is decidedly wrong with his words. He is definitely lying about something. You can't put your hand directly on what, but he's definitely lying.
With how things have gone thus far, why would we stay here?
I understand how this would make someone want to run in terror or, I don't know, call the local guard. However, I
I
understand
wouldn't
how
call
this
a
could
local
be.
guard. I'd just rather get to some fresh air. I think I might be hyperventilating a little too much.
He
Yes, we
suddenly
tend to
looks
leave.
very deflated and, in a word, depressed. I don't have a different word for it.
We'd sooner leave this place be and have no one ever have to come back here, in all honesty.
Natalie, you see his expression sink even further. Like it actually
but
hurts.
You know, you can always come visit us at the inn. I'd be more than happy to
No
have you
offense,
help.
sir, but the last time I stayed behind with you, I woke up with a smoking gun in my hand.
How is that my fault?
Again,
I did not say it was your fault. I'm just
Yes, but
stating the
you all
fact.
are implying that because you stepped into my house, suddenly everything that happened to you is of my own fault, of my own doing. That is your implication here.
That
No,
is
we're
not
That
what
does
I'm
nothing
saying.
to
I'm just
warrant
saying I
this
need
sort of
fresh air.
treatment. I have been trying to insinuate that I just want to share a drink and some food with guests that I rarely have.
I'm very sorry, but we're implying that something is happening in the house that you may not be aware of, but we should not be here for.
We are not saying that you did anything wrong. We are just saying that the instances of Cole shooting me were much lower before we came into the house, statistically.
Also true.
While all of
And
you
I'd
are
be
having,
happy to have you come along with us.
while all of you are having this wonderful little spat and argument between yourselves, I need all of you to do a perception roll, please.
22.
And I do include Tasyn in this.
11.
I rolled
5.
low for Tasyn for once. 17.
Oh, just distracted, I suppose.
Tasyn's just too distracted by the implication that he might be at fault.
I get a 17.
I got a 22.
I want you to understand his perception bonus is plus 10.
Cole's is plus 7.
So, all of you that rolled, my dear, above 17.
17 and above?
Nope.
Everyone who rolled above a 17, here's a crack as something starts to rumble and crumble. Those of you with the 17 and above look up and see as the painting on the ceiling cracks, all running through it. The battle that had been raging is done, leaving just desolation within the skies that had been painted there. There is nothing but smoke and ash that seems to start falling out of the painting and towards the floor as pieces and parts of this plaster start cracking and falling towards the floor. Some of them are large, enough that you're certain they'd do damage should they hit you or someone else of the party. For those that have noticed, you can choose. Make a dexterity saving roll and roll out of the way, or somehow protect one of your friends that hasn't noticed.
I try to protect one of my friends who hasn't noticed using my great axe.
Tasyn would like to protect Cole.
Alrighty.
As Natalie gets decked by the seal.
Cole was going to try and help someone, but if he's being helped, I don't think he can help someone else.
I would have taken Natalie for rolling out of the way or attempting to, but okay.
Rand's gonna get crushed by the goddamn building.
I haven't noticed. 11.
So what do I roll to see if I succeed in helping a friend?
I need you to roll against me D20.
Oh,
just straight D20.
Just straight D20s.
The ones who are protecting?
Mm-hmm.
I get a 16.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Well,
That's funny.
Listen, I 16 and above lately.
Okay, so Niminue, you try your best. Your axe up and ready to defend. However, as you move to defend or knock these pieces aside, you miss one or two pieces. Please, each of you take 1 damage.
All of us?
No, just Niminue and who are you protecting, Rhiannon?
I guess I just said I'd protect one of them.
Well,
I would protect Rhiannon because everybody else was, I think, covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Okay.
No.
No?
No.
Natalie?
Natalie was not covered.
Okay.
Cole was.
Cole, you watch as Tasyn seems to be the badass of the hour and straight up like ninja kicks a piece of, ceiling out of the way like it's fucking nothing. This twig of a man. Poof, badass.
That's just how twigs be.
Instant badass.
Natural 20s, man.
Natalie, dear Natalie.
Yes.
You carefully dodge out of the way, just barely missing getting nipped. However, you do get quite a bit of dust off of this plaster that's cracked and absolutely fallen to the floor in a terrible heap, a little bit caught into your next breath. You'll have trouble breathing for the next, I'll say in-game minute.
Gosh, I'm gonna kill you.
Yep, dead asbestos. Beware.
I only make the best jokes.
Yeah, I kind of wish I got hit so the arcane ward could absorb it.
Rhiannon, Niminue, I need you to make a perception.
Uh-oh.
We can establish that oh yeah, 21. There we go.
Yay!
Never mind. I can see suddenly everything.
I have seen nothing. Suddenly I see air. I see all, damn it.
Rub some pain, some sense into her. Or focus, whatever.
You seem to keep getting these rolls, by the way.
I hate you.
I
have tinnitus. This is the worst. I hear that sound all the time.
So.
I hear that sound all the time. Nothing changes.
Niminue, you hear nothing. Nothing weird is going on. Rhiannon.
Again with this.
This sound that has been haunting you is back. And the ceiling above you is starting to swirl as if it's creating slowly from the shadows of this cracked and desolate war wasteland a black hole, an abyss spinning into a nexus of oblivion.
I can't help but feel that the magical, potentially evil door would be somehow safer than this. Please go in.
I think you would be right here. And he's going. Tasyn, looking at Cole for a second, rushes over to grab Natalie by the arm and cast Dimension Door.
Well.
Wait, what does Dimension Door do?
Ooh. You see, I have to be willing for you
Yeah.
to take me with you here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's...
Okay, I'll rephrase it like this. He'll rush over to you and say, I can get us out of here, but only if you trust me for 5 seconds.
You know what? All right.
Dimension door.
The argument has been made. I heard a bing and then I saw nothing. What the heck? All right, Discord. This is fine.
That grabbing onto Tasyn would have failed. Just poof.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gone.
Nimue rushes to go grab onto Tasyn as if to make certain to drag him to safety through the door, and Tasyn, along with Natalie, just disappear as if they'd never existed in the snap of a finger.
No, Natalie!
Cool.
Just son of a.
Lol.
Finger eyebrows there.
All right. This vortex is spinning faster and faster and faster. It has been slow as molasses, but it is starting to pick up speed. You notice as small dust motes from the ground start rising.
Oh no. Wait, so is Natalie being...
It looks like your lovely
Natalie's been
barbarian.
hijacked.
Your lovely barbarian is trying to bodily snag people, basically throw everyone over her shoulders, fireman style, and run for the door.
No, I'm behind them trying to push them towards the door.
Okay, that makes. So y'all both have like a hand on your ass. Get moving, basically.
Your ability to just climb between.
I guess it's time to go through the scary ink door.
As you head through the inky black of the door, I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
You all get sucked into the Shadowfell and die. The
So Rhiannon, Diminuer, and Cole. Constitution saving throws.
15.
10.
So I'm scared.
I too am scared.
Alrighty. There is a chill that runs down your spine, as if the very screams of the damned have just echoed into your ears and settled into your bones. Something is very wrong here. As you run through the door, you expect to find the main hall. However, you are spat out into an entirely different room. This is not a place you've been before. This is not a place you've seen. But around you, as I give the roll of the dice to figure out which one. Well, all right. That's fine.
That's not a good sound here.
Well, you find yourself in a rather odd place. You can still see the ballroom to your left, except you seem a little bit high up. You're on some sort of balcony overlooking the gardens that you saw. It looks almost as if...
Nessie is gone. Return.
A friend?
Can you hear us, Nessie?
Sorry, Discord is being really bad, and it's disconnected me like 4 times today.
Oh, can you hear us though?
I did not hear, no.
Okay. Rhiannon, Nimue, and Cole have been transported through the door. They did not get to where they were supposed to be going in the main entry hall. They are now somehow on this balcony overlooking the garden. The ballroom and some of the windows into the ballroom are to your left. Dog. Suddenly you hear a dog in the distance.
A dog.
Suddenly
Dog walking outside, beckoning.
I would be very concerned if I saw my dog. Because he is a chihuahua. So very tiny dog, what are you doing here?
Brighten the mood.
This is my house.
All right, so as it follows, Natalie,
Yes.
very suddenly, you appear right where you wanted to be. Tasyn next to you in the main hall, right near the door. Huh, fancy that.
What about the rest?
They're somewhere. He let go of your arm.
That's not very.
Just a dot or somewhere.
Didn't I tell you that I have to live here? Were you guys listening at all?
Natalie's just doubled over, coughing and looking at him like, what the hell, man?
Look, I can't control what the doors do.
And you couldn't have warned us?
You guys didn't let me. You guys decided to rush out the kitchen and try and run before I could explain anything. That is on you. And you guys refuse to be nice people for some reason.
Again, places like this don't tend to agree with us.
Still not my fault. I agree with you. I actually like you. There's no way to treat a host.
Both of you. Please make a perception roll.
That's a 21.
Nice.
22.
Tasyn, my dear friend, and of course, dear, you can hear a plip, plip, plip of some sort of thick liquid dripping slowly into a pool.
Tasyn just kind of awkwardly looks over. So, just that look of, excuse me? Oh, that's a bit strange.
Both of you can notice what was supposed to be a rug, a crimson rug, seems to be rippling with every drop.
Well, what did you guys do?
I'd assumed they walked through the door.
All right.
And I take
Do you
it...
need some assistance? You seem to be having breathing trouble.
I'm fine now.
Right.
I'm fine.
Okay. I do have spells for this. I can help. I'm not going to bite you.
All right, go ahead.
I'm asking you. I'm trying to see what I can do to earn your trust. Do you want my help or not?
At this point, has it been a minute in this conversation?
Yes.
I trusted you enough to let you take me here. Don't worry about me.
That's not trust, that's self-preservation. Anybody will do that in a pinch.
You're not wrong, but I want them out too.
I don't know where they are. They walk through the door. They could be anywhere in the house.
And how would we get them to here?
That's an excellent question. I wish I had an answer for you. I could ask the house if you'd like. See where they are. Can't guarantee you'll get an answer.
If you could find them like that, could you... I don't suppose you have many dimension doors, do you?
I can do as many as needed. It's just I'd rather not.
Is that the only reliable way of getting around the house?
No. You could walk through doors.
I think you're cutting out a bit.
You could walk through doors like a normal person. You just might not end up in the same room as you expected before.
Yes, that's not consistently. That's not what I meant, no.
Well, I don't have much problem. So I don't know what the problem is. I could try and see if the house would allow it. Not sure.
I'm thinking if...
You may have irritated the house a little bit. He's a bit upset.
Yes, I noticed. So
Yeah.
if we were to all get to here and then leave through the exit as we walked in, we would be out, correct?
Theoretically, yes.
Now, what do you mean theoretically? Because that's not a yes.
Well, he gestures towards the doorway leading that was leading supposedly to here and didn't end up that way. You saw with that one that doorways don't exactly lead where you think they will. So theoretically, yes, you could leave through the door that you entered in, or could not.
In other words, it's just as useful as any other door.
More or less. Sorry. I've gotten used to it, sadly. I lived here long enough.
So by any chance, would you know where the exit tends to be, or is it just shuffled around every single...
He just points to the door that you guys walked into without saying anything. That's where it is for me.
I guess is it different for each person?
If the house likes you, you can walk out as soon as you walk in.
Oh, no.
That last comment that he just made, there's a little bit of an annoyance in his voice, as if there is definitely someone that the house seems to like and keeps showing up, but is rather annoying as far as he's concerned.
You, Nini.
That would be the thief then, yes?
Just maybe. Considering the pop the head through the door.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking in character.
In character?
That would be... Yes.
Oh, yes. Him. Yes, I know. That one. Yes, that happens to be one of the people that my house is fond of.
By
Derek's
any chance,
an asshole.
Did we anger the house by our attempt to stop him?
You could have done any number of things by trying to stop him. Irritate him, sure. By the looks of it, you got him to use one of his more higher tiered incantations. He doesn't have many of those.
Yes.
That's an item. I'm pretty sure he stole that from someone.
I'm not surprised.
He's a thief. He tries to steal from me, too. I'm not special. Sometimes just stupid. Anyhow, we should probably go find your friends.
Yes. Does it even matter which way we go if they could lead anywhere?
That's a good point. I gotta try and ask the house. See if it'll allow
And does
me
the
to
same
properly find. Yes?
and to be clear, does the same door lead to the same place at around the same time, or could you just walk back through the same door over and over again to cycle through rooms?
I've never tested that. Excellent curiosity. You figure that out by yourself. I'm not testing that. That's not my ordeal.
Oh boy.
I don't want to test something that would end up with something untoward happening, like what happened in the other room. I have my place.
Yes,
I have my
this
room, my kitchen. I am good. You do what you want.
that is a very, very fair approach to all this, yes.
While you guys are having a wonderful quote-unquote bonding moment.
I was going to ask if I could roll for him just, like, patting the railing and just, like, getting a feel if the house is actually pissed off or not. I would like to roll for that. Can I roll something for that?
Roll perception, my friend. Gosh. I wasn't expecting I'd have to roll for the house, but all right.
The house rolls
perception. 29.
God damn you.
I'm literally just shy of a natural 20. Bite me.
Guess who fucking got a nat 20, you bitch.
Fuck you.
Tasyn, you love this house. You hate this house. You have no idea.
Natalie, you just watch Tasyn's expression go from lightly jovial and slightly annoyed to Well, here's I have good news and I have bad news.
Do we need more bad news? What's the good news?
The house responded.
I have a feeling that Discord is cutting out again because I didn't hear anything there.
Tragic. I hate this. So, good news is, I got a response.
I still can't hear a word you're saying.
God damn it. What is happening?
Check your end, Nessie, because I can hear it loud and clear.
Yeah, it might be. I've noticed in the recording, some of it shows up that I don't hear, but...
Try and reload, and we'll try that again.
It says 3 bars, and I can hear you now.
Okay.
Excellent. So, good news is, I got a response.
Bad news, it wasn't very specific, was it?
No, it wasn't a response from the house. It was me wanting to take a hammer to the wall.
Oh.
That was a emotional response, I'm afraid. She's not having my shit today.
So you mentioned not knowing anything about the spider.
Nope, no spider.
Does that have anything to do?
Shouldn't we be looking for your friend rather than questioning my life choices? Because I have many to question in so little time.
You know what? We all probably do, so we should get on that.
Right then, I don't know what to roll for that. That was an excellent discussion.
That was fucking great. Heading back to our other side of the party, because oh my god, that was beautiful. You all land in a heap on the wood of the balcony, and you have a very happy gnome that is basically just happily petting the wood, whispering thanks of saving them for not being killed, because thank you, dear balcony. Thank you for saving us from that terrible, terrible bullshit. So, Naminue, Rhiannon, and Cole, what are we doing on this crazy balcony while being rained on?
Leaving to go to Her player potentially leaving to go to sleep.
Oh, Mars, you have sleep to do. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Gotta take a long rest there, guys.
Take a long rest. Yes. I love you.
Mars, I will send you something in DMs really quick.
Okay.
And I will ask you very quickly. Sorry for the small lull, guys, but this is very important. There, alrighty, I have my answer, guys. Cole and Minue, please roll perception. And dear Rhiannon, I'm still going to have you roll Constitution for this really quick.
Okay.
Modified 20.
Okay.
I get a nat 20.
I love you both. How dare you? I was trying to be slick. Did it end up that way?
4.
What's happening tonight?
No, it's fine. This is great. I love this. This is fucking beautiful. Dear Rhiannon, very suddenly you feel a tug on your ankle. There seems to be a few webs wrapped around it, and it yanks you backwards towards the door. Minue and Cole, you both witness this happening. It is tugging very fast and very strong. What do you do?
Cole tries to reach a hand out to, like, grab it.
I use my great axe to chop the web off of her foot.
It's a precise hit.
That is a very precise hit. Please
Oh, Jesus.
roll with
Try not to
disadvantage.
roll on that one.
Perfect time to roll an at one, but hopefully not.
Do I use my modification for the attack thing?
It would be an attack roll.
This is a roll to hit. Go for it, but it's with disadvantage.
Does a 16 work?
Not bad. Your axe comes down, hitting your mark dead on. But for some reason, the cords do not cut. It's as if you're striking against another blade.
Does it at least give her foot something to push on to keep her from slow her momentum?
It certainly stops her momentum for a moment, and then another string comes out. Wraps quick as lightning around one of her wrists.
Yes,
Another
but in
one
that
around
brief
her ankle.
hesitation, does it give Cole enough time to grab?
Roll for it.
Man, this is such a bad day.
Clerics usually do have a bad day.
Everyone is having a bad day.
Who's rolling?
Cole, are you going to try and grab your friend
Yes.
here who's getting dragged away?
What do I roll?
Strength.
Oh, joy.
Strength?
Strength.
Does he get strength with advantage because I managed to slow?
Currently, no.
Okay. So just straight strength.
Just straight strength. Your cleric still has a wounded leg, so she cannot keep her balance very well
That
on
is
your axe.
a 14.
A 14?
Yes.
You reach. You hold on and you watch as your friend's fingers slip through yours.
My brain auto-completed that.
I'm sorry, guys. Check the chat.
I start yelling, "Hey, pretty lips, please don't take my little friend."
Check the chat.
Hey, Rye. Want to put something in your DMs real quick?
Please check the chat.
I saw chat.
I'm telling me.
This is why I cannot have nice things. This is why no one in this chat can have nice things.
For the record, everyone,
Hey, pretty lips, please don't take my friend, please.
Natalie's player.
The door saved us, please.
Natalie's player went, everyone is having a bad time. Lacera, meanwhile, you know, Sayla, you're not too bad.
Hey, Rye, look at your DM.
I saw it. I saw it.
I will have to detail what Lethera is doing later, but we'll find out.
Don't worry, we ship it.
For the purposes of this current session, our barbarian who valiantly tried, our gunslinger who valiantly tried, both of you watch as your cleric, claws dragging upon the wooden floorboards, leaving gouges, gets dragged back through that doorway and vanishes.
Good night, Mars.
Good night, Mars.
Hey, Cole, Ryder's going to be giant spider food, isn't she?
You see Cole get noticeably quiet.
He's not quiet already?
Yeah, like more than usual?
I mean like quiet.
Distant, foggy, hazy. Use different words. Vocabulary, babe.
Like a very distant look.
He gets distant as he gets sucked into the door too?
No.
No.
Please don't tempt. Please don't tempt your DM.
You forget I'm trying to play nice, and this is still happening.
I sit down and sigh, feeling no use trying to go anywhere at the moment, because I have no clue what to do.
Alrighty. Cole, who is standing there looking very distant. He's currently not in his own head, right? Or perhaps he is, but has gone far too deep down the rabbit hole. Minue, you're also sitting somewhat despondent, uncertain what to do, uncertain where to go as the rain starts to fall onto you two, onto you lonely two. Alrighty. Will you decide to remain here upon this balcony?
Yes, I think that would be the smart move.
Okay. Cole? Will you remain here on this balcony?
Cole remains in his thoughts, in his head for a few moments, and then slightly shakes his head. We have to keep moving.
What do you mean? Why do we have to keep moving? Usually if people get lost, aren't we supposed to stay still until we're found?
If you want to starve, that is.
Oh, okay. Then I shall follow you. And so saying, I stand up and heft my axe over my shoulder.
Hold on, I have to go check something really quickly. I'm not leaving. I just have to check something really quickly.
Kind of obviously. Has Nini done Resident Evil DMing? Gee, I fucking wonder.
Had fun. Yeah, so much perception. It's necessary, though.
Just use
Comparatively speaking, aren't I a nice DM? Occur. God damn it!
Rhiannon, today Cole shot me, so I'm starting a Kickstarter to put him down. The benefits of killing him would be I would get shot way less.
Now,
We're just quoting Vines all day today.
Just the same amount of time, unless we stop whoever's controlling Cole, because they could grab his guns and shoot her themselves.
Oh no! Cole donates $5 to the Kickstarter.
Did we get back on track?
Oh no!
Anyways, hold on. Let me get back into serious mode for a second.
There's serious mode in this?
I'm trying. Fuck you, I'm sure trying.
I accidentally smacked myself with the back part of my bra.
That's what we call.
Why are you going to do something stupid like that?
I was fixing it. I got twisted.
Natalie makes a Dispel Magic Kickstarter instead. All right.
I hate this. Can we get back on track?
Yes.
I love all of you.
Cole just moves forward, and he still looks a bit distant. Like he's still fully processing things.
Forward where, my dear friend? You currently are on the balcony. Your southwest side is windows into the ballroom. Your south side seems to be part of the wall of this mansion that you're in. There seems to be one door there. Right side seems to be a colonnade. North side, more colonnade. Northwest side is going to be more of that colonnade. Looking out into the gardens, you can see a couple of pillars and a walkway or the end of a covered walkway to your direct north. Still, it's leading more out towards the garden and towards the maze. But it seems like it's blocked off by that colonnade.
Cole just turns his head back towards New Way.
New Way.
Noodle.
Legally, Josh can't say Naminue.
There's a lot of words I can't say. Anyways.
Niminue.
Nominate with an I.
Nimue.
No.
God
damn it. Just continue. I'll fix this later, okay?
Do you wanna try your luck with another door?
I don't know. But I'll follow you. I'll keep an eye out. I'll make sure we don't get, another that spider.
Cole just nods, and then he's gonna go through. What door was it?
The door behind you?
Yeah. We're going back to the door. Hey, we're gonna test the theory out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, see if you can just go back to the same door and end up in different rooms.
I keep a hand on, wrapped firmly around Cole's hand, so I don't.
He feels cold.
Because it's raining.
It is raining.
Well, I'd feel cold too.
It's raining, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm even more soaked than you because I'm wearing a skin tight.
Oh no.
that's true.
You walk through the door, and oh well.
You end up in the same place.
Mood.
Close, but no. Oh boy. Cole, as you
Yes.
walk out of this doorway, you hear something very familiar. The distant, or actually now close, thuds of heavy boots. Where you are is very dark. You can't see very much of anything. The closest thing to you are a couple of large shells that seem to be covered in knickknacks and baubles, some of them glowing, some of them not. You're not entirely certain where you are, but it is somewhat chill, as if you're underground. Everything beneath you and around you is rock, other than the things upon the shelves.
What do I see on the shelf?
There's a bunch of knickknacks and baubles. Some of them are glowing, some of them are not. If you want to figure out if something very nice or very not nice is on there, perception check.
You are a lethal thief. I'm sorry. I can't be serious right now. Not after the conversation that Tasyn had with Natalie.
That was a great combo.
I've made poor decisions at any given moment. We're going to have to sit here a while.
What you can tell from the things upon the shelves is that it looks like this is definitely the home of a mage. Part 1. Part 2, these are all enchanting items. Potion making. And of course, a few things for poison making.
Oh, thank you for that.
Cool. There's some enchanting objects here, and then there's some poison-making objects here. I wouldn't touch any of them, though, if I
wasn't planning on it. I can't even see.
That is why I was telling you at this. And at this point, I use my grip on his hand to lead him around the room to look for.
Perception check, both of you.
Should I have disadvantage because I can't see?
Yes.
Technically, wouldn't he have dim light because of the glowing?
Very dim, but yeah.
You did say some of the objects were.
That's true.
Probably still disadvantage if you're trying
Wait,
to
which objects are
15 feet.
I would seem like the weirdest D&D player because I'm asking if I have disadvantage.
I'm just giving semantics because it's necessary.
So
each of the glowing objects gives you about 3 feet, 5 feet of light. They're very dim.
Can I see what type of objects the glowing?
So am I rolling with disadvantage or nah?
Yes, for this roll.
Okay.
Most of them
well,
are
I got good news for you. You have your choice from a 12 or a 12.
Well,
I vote for 12.
Because I physically rolled the 2 fucking D20s I got, and they both landed on 5.
As the two of you move throughout the room, peering through the darkness, you keep hearing those steady, heavy footfalls. And peering through the gloom, catching slightly as it moves past some of the glowing objects upon the shelves, is something very large and in armor. You can't make it out quite yet.
What type of objects are
Most of them are potions. 1 or 2 of them look like wands.
Do any of them look like glowing orbs meant to be light?
I'll need you to roll Arcana.
That's a whole ass barbarian right there.
That is a whole ass barbarian.
Good luck with Arcana.
If you want Cole to try.
I got a modified 7.
17.
But that's because I've got a +1 to my Arcana.
I have
so
no modifier to my Arcana.
Don't worry, I usually cover you with +8.
Except here's a problem.
Usually.
That's, yeah.
What's
You can find one that glows a little bit brighter than the others, but otherwise, this isn't your area of expertise.
Well, I grabbed the one that looks least likely to get me in trouble and wrap it up to make with any paper, with any stick or anything that might be nearby to turn it, rig it into a makeshift lantern.
You know Cole has torches, right?
No, I did not.
He's got an explorer's pack.
Then why didn't you light one upon entering a dark?
Because he heard the thuds.
It's a common sense situation of just, oh, there is something else here with us. We're going to stay in darkness.
In fact, a lot of packs have torches. You probably have them too.
Yeah.
In fact, that's one of the very first things I thought of when we went into the dark room. I'm like, should I have Cole light a torch? Nah.
Then heavy thuds. I was right.
Well, with a makeshift lantern like this, I can always use it to, mask.
Oh, I said you could find one that was lit up a little bit brighter. I didn't say we could use it as a lantern. As you put this liquid onto the stick. Boy, here we go. What fun shall we have here? You can watch. You watch as very slowly it seems to seep into the wood, and then the wood starts to twist and turn one way or the other, as if it's starting to come to life.
Wait, was that right?
I immediately throw the stick. I immediately throw the stick to where the thuds are.
Towards the what? Please repeat.
I immediately throw it to where we heard the thuds come.
Oh, good. Oh boy.
Immediate sponge jar.
Cole's just watching in darkness like, I have a vague idea of what's happening, and I hate it.
Oh boy, this is gonna be entertaining as shit. Okay, the stick
Literally
goes skittering across the floor. And all of a sudden, your thuds stop. It is dead silent within this room.
quite literally, hello darkness, my old friend.
I hold my breath.
Suddenly, yes. From the corner of the room.
Cole's probably noticing that she's being quiet, so he's also going to be quiet.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Where'd it go? Come back.
Sound like a rattle. Down.
Oh jeez, alright.
Is that the sound of the skittering?
The joke is the rattlesnake, because, the whole snake
You
joke.
keep hearing steps headed in your direction. What will you do?
As quietly as possible, I'm going to tug Cole with me and
Yeah, sure.
So you're taking your action to hide?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Please, both of you, roll stealth.
I get him.
Awesome.
Stealth. I got a nat 20.
But it would have mattered much. Apparently, this thing just wants to roll low. Alrighty.
Well, considering everything.
Don't. No. Shush.
I'm trying my best, Beanie, to stay quiet.
No. Sit.
Meh.
You watch as legs that are perhaps larger than you are tall and wide, Niminue, walk past you, fully armored. Something strange is walking past you, heavy, large, but just past this armor you can see a very, very tiny glow. It's a little pinprick even to Niminue. There seems also to be a somewhat point of light upon the floor before it gets to you, as if there are eyes glowing bright enough to leave this path before it.
Cole's doing the same. He's gonna stay in hiding.
Again for me, please.
15. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no!
Sorry. I'm sorry I failed you.
Bum 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 bum.
Oh no, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
That's a 20. That's a
Oh
20.
no!
That's a nat fucking 20.
Couldn't you fudge it?
Oh no. It starts to take a step as if to pass you and pauses. That foot hovering in midair for just a moment before going backwards as if a robotic motion turns. And very suddenly you hear this guttural roar that sounds more like metal parts moving than anything else. Two giant hands come up, clasp underneath the shelf that you're hiding under, and flip the whole thing. With you in it.
Jesus.
Please make dexterity saving throws.
23.
Okay. As you tumble through the air with different potions and enchanting equipment and a couple of poisons falling through the air with you, shattering against the ground. Cole, you roll out of the way, somehow dodging every single item that is in the air. What the fuck, man? Anyway, you managed to roll yourself to your feet without getting hit by this tumbling shelf that could have crushed you. One or two of the items smack against your shoulders and bounce off, only to crash against the floor behind you with a hiss. What stands before you is a hulking giant of a fully armored knight. Please roll.
Does it look like it have any skin?
Please roll perception.
That both of us are just...
Either one.
No, I'm gonna roll just cause. Modify 20.
Both of you see cold pinpricks of light jittering, hovering within this armor. What stands before you, as you both can tell, is a shield guardian. It is a construct bound to a mage. Please roll initiative.
Before I roll, I look to Cole and say, is this thing able?
I love you.
Door.
This is a lot worse than snakes.
Snake? Snake?
Hey, the
Naki.
theme of the session is modified 20s.
Well, alrighty.
I just keep getting modified 20s.
Let's just see how many 20s we can get, modified or otherwise.
It's the gunslinger. You either roll a nat 1 or a nat 20.
Yeah.
No in betweens.
Better than apparently the casters rolling under 10 most of the time.
It's
Jeez,
going to be
I'm glad I've
interesting to
got
go from
advantage
like
then.
this intense, heavy situation to just meanwhile.
Yeah, numbers immediately.
Why did you roll with disadvantage?
Because my barbarian.
Advantage gives rerolls, I think, for initiative.
Oh, okay. So, our current order is Cole, Minue, and our shield guardian.
So I take it Cole, that was a no for this thing being.
That was a definite no. And he's just like, we have to get to a door.
Cole, you're up.
So, is there a door in sight?
There are a couple of doors. There is one to your far left. Actually, there are two to your far left in the walls. If you're careful and you go through some of those shelves, you can make it. There is one to your far right as well. It's a little bit closer and not in the way of the shelves. The one to your south is also a door. You've got quite the number of choices. What will you do?
Cole's going to go for the one, go for the door to the south.
To the south?
Yes.
Already? It's locked.
So, oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, it's locked? Hold on. I might have something for this.
Do you have these tools?
A snake?
No, but I can shoot the lock.
Oh my god.
I have utility shots.
No. Oh no.
Here we go.
Please.
Which Ryan neglected
I'm sorry.
to put on the sheet, but
I am sorry.
We're not gonna worry about that. I gotta fix the sheet at some point. That's nothing against the lovely Rye.
So
Say as
me,
Ragni
I'm
threw
just
the mud
following.
on recording.
So I don't know how this works because it says you need to least a grit point, but it doesn't say it consumes a grit point.
Usually that means it consumes one.
Grit point.
Yeah, it usually means you need it.
Yeah, me, I'm just following as fast as I can.
So you
Alright.
can blast the lock, scoot an unattended object, or stop bleeding.
So currently it's Cole's turn. He has moved towards the door. And he is going to attempt to unlock it with a shot. Yes?
I'm going to send both of you the meaning of blast lock so you both know.
Does it? Okay.
Why can't you just politely knock? What's wrong with politely knock?
He's not thinking about politely knocking with a shield guardian.
Just politely knock on its armor, Maybe the mage will hear you and say, "What's up?" It's like a phone.
Okay.
Wait. You know what? I'm actually not going to shoot the lock.
Now you know what blast lock does.
You know what? Also, blast lock on the wiki I'm looking at does not say anything about that, right? But
the actual description says you need to use a grip point.
1, I trust you. 2, hey, what would happen if Cole politely knocks?
You can try. Shit, fuck, I'm not the DM!
Sit down!
Fuck.
You cannot try!
Can I try, DM?
You may. My gosh. Alright. You knock on the door. And... oh gosh, here we go. Apparently, that was your secret code. The door unlocks and swings gently open. Jesus, fuck my rolls.
All right, through the door we go.
Through the door we go.
Cole is out of here. Goodbye.
Cole, the house whisperer.
Shit. You rush through the door. Is that all you do?
Yes.
Are you closing it behind you? Yes, no? Because you just told me you rushed through the door. If you do not, then hi, there's something coming after you.
Does he at least wait until I'm through the door before he shuts it?
He didn't close the door behind him because it's like in the menu way is still there.
Alright, your door is still open. You watch as this hulking shield guardian picks up a foot, leans forward, and starts chugging like a locomotive not about to start or stop directly towards you. He is currently charging.
I am dashing through the door, shutting it behind me with the polite click just barely short of slamming. And then...
Must be polite to the house.
And then I keep up with it.
Alrighty. The door clicks closed. Suddenly you don't hear the stomp of footsteps anymore. The room before you is very dimly lit, but perhaps you don't want it to be.
Uh-oh.
You are on the very edge of what looks like some arcane circle inscribed into the floor and then filled each and every groove with blood.
I might not be an expert on this, but I do not think we need to be messing with the blood.
You just hear Cole catching his breath like, I hate fucking magic.
There seem to be a couple of odd spots of magic upon the floor, different writings. Some of them are lit up in different colors. There's 1 or 2 candles spaced throughout as well. Currently, one of them is lit.
More magic.
We ran into the blood ritual room.
You ran
Is this
did.
a
Yes.
circular? Is this a circular?
It is a square room, but it is huge.
Is there enough room
I
for us
finally
to
have an
edge
idea.
around without messing?
You have easily 5 feet around this entire circle within a room that is 111 by 111. It is a
Then
very
I'm
This is a
going
large
to.
house.
Is the door behind us the only door in the room?
It is.
I look at Cole. I look back at the door. I look to the blood ritual on the floor. I look back at Cole. Cole, I think maybe we ought to, heap some praises onto this house and hope when we open that door, it does not lead us right back to what we just left.
If I open that door and there's a huge construct, I'm going to scream. And then he goes to open the door
Nobody
again.
left me.
I'm sorry.
I start petting the wall
I'm so
and
glad I
go.
didn't take a drink right then.
Good,
Because I was actually reaching for my Dr. Pepper.
Healthy.
He's like,
You have
look,
such beautiful. Now maybe if you could do us a favor and get us back to where we need to be, to uh, uh, leave safely, so we can come back with more people to enjoy
You can't
your
tell his
loveliness.
name now, can you?
And then, after saying that, I pat the door, give it a nice, polite knock, and then I open it.
Oh my god, I love you.
At the door. Love the door.
Oh god. I need
Where's
to roll to
what's
see if
nicer
it's
to the
actually
house
been
and the
persuaded.
people?
Hang on. Oh my god, why is this a nat 20?
uh-oh.
Do I have to roll to see if I persuade?
Persuade against the house.
Go ahead. If you get a nat 20, it can probably. Well, we'll.
I have a +7 on my persuasion.
Go for it. I need a nat 20.
The house probably has like a +billion.
No, seriously, I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh yes, I also heard
I
that.
get a nat 22.
Oh my god! Okay. Ha! Alrighty.
Well, you asked for a nat 20. You got a nat 20.
I did. Fuck. Oh, now I gotta. Shit. Fudge.
We're being
Love
so
the
much
door.
nicer to the
Cherish
house.
the door.
Cherish the door. The dice say cherish the door, and it shall be good to you. Fuck. Alrighty. The door.
Cherish harder.
Door opens as if to show the way. However, there's only stone wall in front of you.
I'm just imagining.
I look back at Cole.
I'm just imagining Cole almost going to walk into the wall and be like, "Wait, there's no entrance here."
Fucking magic answer. I'm sorry. I can't even try and take a drink now. I hate you guys. Oh,
So,
Nessie! We still haven't gotten back to Nessie and I's bullshit. It's funny. Peak comedy.
What you doing?
I'm I the only one that sees Lady's thing lit up, but it's not? I hear nothing.
Oh, I've lost. Nessie, can you hear me?
Yeah, well, I walked in just like at the exact moment I needed to be, here. Yeah.
Oh,
Mood.
So I didn't hear you. No. Why was that?
okay. Currently we're getting back to Natalie and Tasyn.
Perfect timing. Yeah.
Yep.
As two idiots stare at basically a brick wall. Oops.
So are we still in that same room?
You are currently in the entryway. You have the stairs before you leading up to the balconies on either side. And of course, you have the bottom floor with 2 doors in it.
I suppose it doesn't matter which one we take, but to show that we don't mean to leave just yet, we probably shouldn't take the exit.
Well, if you want to leave, just say you would like your friends back and you want to leave. I'm sure it'll be that easy. Possibly.
So do we just talk to the house, or?
Maybe. This isn't. this is a bit of a weird house.
I've noticed, yes.
Natalie, as far as you can tell, he looks just as uncertain as you do with the rest of the house. In fact, just a bit frustrated. And hangdog. Rather haggard.
This probably won't work. Natalie's going to try to cast a message on a wall of the house.
Excellent.
Go for it, I guess. My God.
You just confused your DM. Excellent. That means it's a good idea.
Hello, house. Do you have a name we should call? We would like to be reunited with our friends when we walk through the next door. Would that be okay with you?
Lord. Where are your languages?
My languages are. Oh yeah, you have access to it.
For once. Okay.
They're right there on the sidebar if you click the messages icon.
You have. Oh my lord. Why does? Oh, there we go. I will read these. It's the last thing I do. Okay.
It's. Yeah, whatever.
You should. Let me be dumb. I
don't think we'll finish this whole thing in this session either, because it's already almost midnight for me.
But for context, I use Roll20 a lot, so I know how this works. And Nini is looking through the
Good luck.
like, text of the proficiency instead of where it was sent in the messages.
I don't know how to use this thing. That is before me.
The first icon of the 7 is the chat, and when you click on it while it's not in that gear menu, boop, it appears there. It also makes that sound.
Just Welcome to Roll20.
So here you have 4 copies, 2 of them by you.
Luck. Do I know what I'm doing? No.
Never claimed to.
To say that I know Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Draconic, Sylvan, and Druidic.
Okay. What you hear in return is this rumble. Like pieces of dirt and stone rolling over each other slowly throughout the ages, as if an avalanche or an earthquake turning the earth and slowly shaping it. You have no idea what it just said.
I can't say I've tried casting message on something that wasn't, a creature. I haven't tried that before, but I don't think that's what it's supposed to sound like. Do you have message by any chance?
No. That's all you. I'm not really the passive sort of caster, I'm afraid. I have scrolls for that. Oh, goodbye, Nessie. Me yeetin.
Sorry, Discord crashed again.
Did you hear what I said?
The day of Discord.
No, I didn't.
I'm not the passive sort of caster, I'm afraid. I have scrolls for that.
Do you have a scroll of comprehend languages on you?
Let me check. And he reaches over to his bag of holding. The bag at one of his bags at his waist. And just reaches in.
The bag of bullshit.
Yeah, that fucker. He reaches in, thinks about it, and comes out with an empty hand. Sorry, I must not have one of those.
Now I can cast it as a ritual, so if we can rely on them to, no, maybe we shouldn't.
Don't trust your party very much, now do you?
Well, no, it's just that I don't trust this place.
He just chuckles. Why don't we just go find them ourselves and do that? I'm sure we'll eventually find our way down there. Wherever they are.
I'm just thinking if we could find a more reliable way, it would be.
Oh, there's no such thing as reliable in this house. I thought you would have realized that by now.
If the house has a consciousness, as you say, then it does still make these decisions, maybe? I'm not sure. So if you could contact it, then you could get some reliable method. Unless it chooses not to listen, in which case, well, what can you do, but we should look for them first, at least, yes.
I suppose. You know your friends better than I do.
Yes, which is why we need to be out of here as soon as possible.
Well,
the number of shady blows that have been traded throughout this entire thing are great.
To be fair, Minue has a habit of jumping into portals. And that is what we don't want here. Let's try, I guess, one of the balcony staircases. It really doesn't matter.
By all means, pick one and we'll go.
Please remember that currently the carpet looks like it's rippling, like a pool of crimson liquid is being dripped into.
Tasyn isn't reacting with shit.
You know what? Natalie will cast another mage hand and try to poke at that.
Okay. Constitution, please.
All right.
You know that meme from a while back of the girl who just did the hand gesture and had the expression of bruh? That's what Tasyn is doing right now. It's just, you've done this before. Why are you doing this again?
So that's a nat 1.
Bye.
The hand reaches forward to poke at the red liquid and
immediately dissipates on contact.
Just woo.
What hand? There was no hand there. There has never been a hand there.
Tasyn literally just slowly looks over at her and says
Did he even cast
nothing.
Mage Hand in the first place?
Literally, Natalie, you
Natalie
cast
just
that,
looks
and as
from
soon as it has the reaction it does, fucking, he slowly looks over at you. So how'd it work?
It didn't.
I
And we're going to that
noticed.
staircase now.
You're just as
As
bad
she
as
begins to
Cleric
walk
sometimes.
over to, as Natalie walks over to the staircase from the left of the entrance.
There's only one staircase leading upwards that splits off into the two balconies.
Oh, okay. In that case, the staircase.
The one
And-
where the carpet is pulling down. I love you. This is going to be fun.
Okay, I didn't understand the layout of the room then, because I don't want to touch that carpet.
The carpet is pulling down the staircase from either side and into the main landing at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh. Let's not deal with that, no.
A lovely
back
waterfall of crimson.
back through the doorway. The room we left, kind of. The one that's not the exit.
There are a few doors in this room. The one in which you came, as you look back, looks suddenly like it's just been filled with rubble. You aren't certain if you can pass through.
All right. What doorways are there?
There is... Oh, where did my map go?
All of them problem.
Okay, there is one on the other side of the stairs, looking like it might head into the the ballroom as well. There is one to your... There is one to your far left, and there is one to your far right. Otherwise, the one to your far south is your main entrance that you came through the first time.
You know what? Sure, the one that looks like it goes to the ballroom.
The other one, already. You go to open that door, and perception check, both of you.
All right, that is a 13.
About me rolling 16 or higher for him.
Okay.
26.
Okay. Both of you walk around carpet across this mirrored floor, not marble. Where are my words today?
Not here.
Walking across this mirrored floor, careful to avoid the rippling crimson that is supposed to be a carpet, surely carpet, except maybe it's not a carpet. Wandering to this other door that might look like it's supposed to lead to the ballroom, you open the door, and you see before you this black abyss that you're starting to get a little bit used to seeing.
Well, in we go.
Well, here we go.
Are you going through separately or together, or are you touching?
Tasyn is making sure to at least keep a hand on Natalie's shoulder.
Yes.
Natalie, who is distinctly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Always. Always uncomfortable.
Oh, the cough spec.
Oh, look at that.
Does the house still like us or does it hate us?
You step through the door. Oh, God. Ah, that's well.
Boy.
Step through the door and onto a set of stairs heading down.
As in the stairs are currently going down, like the one.
The stairs are currently heading downwards, 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 and finally settling into a long hallway. You can't see the end of this hallway. There are a few sconces filled with flickering flames. They seem to be arcane in nature, and one or two little notches into the walls every few, 30 or so feet.
Why? Why this? What? Alright.
See, all this could have been avoided if you guys would have just had a drink with me. But no. You guys
I'm
have
sorry.
to be like Garrick and annoy me in my house. Nonetheless, might as well escort you guys out so I can clean up my house. He looks deliberately annoyed by all this now.
This man who is deliberately being very, very off-putting and flip-flopping between I like this house, this is mine, and this house
I only half live here.
sucks.
Don't blame me.
It's not mine. What do you mean? No, it's my house. Okay.
So do you happen to know what's down there, or is it just this endless stairway looks like?
Tasyn has been here before, yes.
Not a clue. Do I roll deception on that?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do deception versus insight.
If you are
dang
outright saying for deception,
oh,
please.
that's a 22.
I actually rolled low.
Uh-oh.
What was yours?
22.
I rolled a total of 15.
Ooh, Natalie, he's lying through his teeth. He's been down here before. As for knowing what's continuing, yeah, he do. He looks rather disgusted by the way.
All right.
Oh, not this place again.
In that case, could you just kind of gestures forward, take the lead on this one?
Oh, of course. If you feel a bit safer with me in front, by all means. Just walk forward.
Yes, thank you. As we descend the staircase.
Oh, fuck you.
You find yourself in this long hallway, as I described before, that just keeps continuing and continuing. You can't see the end of it. And Tasyn just keeps walking in front of you. Just walking. Walking. He looks rather bored, actually.
He actually just starts humming a little song under his breath. A little merrily. Keep up the atmosphere.
What
look
is
forward.
even the point of this area? Is it really just supposed to be this long hallway to a door that if the location of these places doesn't matter, why even have a hallway this long?
It doesn't end. Hate this place.
What was that last part? I heard it doesn't.
It doesn't end. I hate this place.
Oh, so you have been here before.
Yes. Sorry about the little...
So if it doesn't end, where do we just go back where we came from, or...
Do you think it would be that easy?
I mean, it would be preferable to walking in a straight line forever, yes.
He says this, and Natalie, as you turn around to check, you definitely can't see the stairs anymore.
I'm going to roll
then what?
perception to see if there's a door nearby.
Yes! Okay.
29.
There happens to be a door hiding in one of the inlets along the wall. It seems to be just quietly hiding in the shadow, almost as if anyone's seen the labyrinth. It doesn't look like there's a way through there, but there is.
I love the labyrinth. David Bowie made an awesome Goblin King.
I'll agree with that.
Not the point, but I'll agree. So, Tasyn stops, looks towards the door, and just slightly smiles. There you are. Hiding again.
Oh, wait, they have a door hidden in infinite hall. What sort of sadist made this place? Jeez.
Anyway, we should probably get going.
Yes.
He's
I can
going
see why you're
to,
sweating. No,
yeah, he's going to try and get to the door and try to open it at least. Fuck the hallway.
All right. Oh, poor Tasyn.
Oh?
Poor Natalie. All right.
Oh.
You sounded interested and then fearful. Fuck you.
I'm not certain where I want to bring this one because of the number I rolled. Okay.
You're with me. You're using my luck now.
Apparently.
No, I don't want your luck. I already have enough of it. Give it over.
I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, boy.
Very badly.
Oh. It's a 14. So it's above average.
Aston rolled a 3 plus 7.
Woof.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
He's not the most
10.
constituted, you know.
Okay.
I had a +1.
I love you both. However, you walk through the door into utter blackness and feel as if it's pulling at you, weighing you down and slowing you, tugging at the strings of your health, your life, your being, until finally both of you collapse. You don't know how long it has been, but when you open your eyes, you can see each other across the way, but only through bars.
Does your house really have a dungeon in it?
Sadly, yes. Sorry.
Natalie just holds the bars, her head pressed against it. Why?
Again,
Why all
this
of
could
this?
have been avoided if you guys were decent guests. But no, I'm the one at fault for your misgivings. Tasyn is just laying sprawled out starfish on the ground like this is normal. Complaining
Tasyn is currently so done with this, and Natalie is sitting there so dumb, but also not quite as done as Tasyn, who is just like, no, I'm not even using the energy to get up anymore. Just take me now. Whatever. Done.
Actually, now that you suggested it, he literally stretches his arms out to the ceiling and is just like, if you hate me that much right now, why don't you just knock me out for the rest of the week? I'm sorry, I'll get him for you later. Jeez. I'm sorry, I won't let him in next. This is your fault for letting him in. Just arguing to a ceiling.
I thought you said the house liked him.
Yeah, there we are.
I am so very tempted to do a dumb. So very.
Just have him burst in with the key
Sort of.
taunting us the whole time.
Sort of. Oh, God.
I will find you, and I will
Is
kill
there
you.
anything else in the room that we can see?
Is there a what?
Is there anything else in the room or in either of the cells that we can see?
Tasyn ain't looking. He's just like, hello, darkness, my old friend.
A couple of cells over, you can see what looks like a rather, long dead corpse.
Oh,
Or don't suggest wandering your gaze. You might see things you might not like.
out of curiosity, how many people have come in here? To the house, I mean.
All in all? Or just like in the past?
Yes.
Oh. That's a good question. I don't have an answer for you. That's what you're looking for. Too many.
What I was getting at was the same. About how many of that get out?
A few.
Great.
The ones that are nice to the house get out. The ones who are nice to me get out.
Both of you, I need a straight D20 roll, please.
Oh boy, here we
19.
go. 8.
Okay.
I'm back to my bullshit rolls for Tasyn, guys.
Basically, here we go, guys. Back, people. Both of you hear the creak of metal being strained and the sudden rumble of the earth moving and shifting beneath you. I need you both to make dex saving throws really quick.
Oh boy.
Natural 20.
5.
Tasyn, who is relatively used to this by now, jumps to his feet and grabs onto the bars, holding on for dear life. Natalie, the floor falls out from underneath you and you plummet into darkness once again.
Well, fuck.
Say goodnight,
And now we're
dear
behind square
dreamer.
one. What was that?
Say goodnight, dear dreamer. Cole, the Minuar.
Hello.
I need you to make a perception check.
26.
I get a 5.
Cole, you just watched another candle light.
Oh fuck. How many candles are in this room?
There's one to the north, one to the south, one to the
There's
east,
one on each of the pentagrams.
one to the west, one at every cardinal corner.
And one in the center, right?
Nope,
Fuck, I just realized what's going on.
just the 4. One
Oh.
in every cardinal direction.
This must be a demon summoning, sir.
You don't know what it is, quite honestly.
No, I think out of character, that's what it is. I've read enough manga and seen enough anime.
I'm just gonna stream in player chat real quick.
No metagaming.
No. Cole doesn't realize that, though.
Okay.
He's just like, how odd. Another light.
Okay.
You, however, are just like, Thanks, babe.
Please.
Me, however,
I sit down and I start hugging and kissing on the door and humming a little lullaby.
Oh, I love you. Please roll persuasion.
And roll 8.
Nice.
So it's 18 plus 7.
Why did I get an 18 as well? This house apparently just likes to roll with you. Alrighty.
Let's roll with it.
Oh my gosh.
You did that to yourself, Nene.
I did. Apparently this is now a thing. We've named it, and now it's too late. It's a life of its own.
Joker, stop. Joker.
Diminué, you listen as what sounds like the earth shifting, almost as if it's purring.
Aww.
So you can't tame anything, but you can tame a goddamn house.
Apparently, you have tamed a house. I'm so confused.
So she's just being all cuddly with the house. Cole's just walking along, just sort of like examining each of the candles.
Yeah. Each
So
of the
hard
candles
to not
seems to
think,
be
yeah.
lit with a different color, or at least the two that are lit. As for the other two, they're stark white, but the ones lit have turned deep blood red.
Joker's trying to steal my D4.
Let him.
No. Because he likes to swallow my dice.
Uh-oh.
He tried to do it earlier today. No caltrop in your throat, please. We interrupt your broadcasting stat. Well.
Yeah, basically. I saw that, friend. No metagaming.
I mean,
Well, I
it's a question
was
you should
actually
know
gonna
the
ask
answer.
that.
Yeah, it's a question you should know by seeing. Especially when you describe it as there are two different colors.
Yes.
So what are the other colors?
Oh, no glitch. Sorry.
Let's see here.
I just heard my cat sneeze because he got under the bed.
One of them seems to be a gentle, almost chick yellow. The other one seems to go from purple to green to blue. Almost chickadee like yellows and browns and blue. They're very pretty colors, as far as you're concerned.
I would think they'd be
Internally, I know what's going on.
Have fun trying not to metagame.
That's what I'm just trying to think if Cole would have that thought.
Oh, roll Arcana. Can you deduce this, friend?
Can you?
Wait, why am I trying to look at my Arcana mod if I don't have one? Oh, hey, a 19.
Hey! This is decidedly not your wheelhouse. You've been saying this entire time, fuck magic users. But you get the feeling, maybe,
Sorry.
maybe. I'm getting interrupted by another DM very recently. What's going on?
Stop! I'm sorry. Continue.
Speaking of.
No, Joker was trying to eat my dice case. Pat. Continue. I'm sorry, people listening. I forgot to mute me.
You can deduce, even if you're not so fond of magic users at the moment, that maybe, just maybe, these colors match the colors that a couple of your friends were wearing.
You were thinking, fuck magic users. Now you're thinking, fuck magic users.
Punctuation is everything.
Oh. The comma is very important.
Cole squints at the two lights for a moment, and then it clicks in his head, and he just lets out an audible, "Oh my god."
Minuye is over there, currently sort of crooning and humming to a tune of the house, apparently.
He's going absolutely fucking insane.
And here's this sort of quiet, "Oh my god," from Cole, as if he's had an epiphany.
Just, oh my god.
Ignores the "oh my god" and keeps petting.
And then he's a bit more blunt, like, Niminue.
Hey, that was actually close.
I'm proud of you.
What's up?
Something, probably something terrible.
What?
Probably. I think I got something better going on over here. The house seems to...
Something's happened to Natalie and Rayanne.
Well, I figured with Ray and that spider silk, I figured that meant poor Ray's already been turned into, giant spider.
That's not morbid at all.
Just come look at the circle.
I fondly pat the door and say, "Don't worry, I'll be back to Singapore with you, my sweet." And then I go and over to Cole and look at whatever it is he wants me to look at.
Cole's pointing out the lights, and he's just like, the lights, they're matching with what they were wearing.
There's an almost mournful creak as the door closes again behind you.
Aww.
Well, don't seem to be nothing we can do if that means that they're dead. But let's see if the house will now let us go through. And I walk over to the door and lovingly pat and kiss it and croon, "Oh there, my friend, do you think you could at least let my friend Cole go home free? It would be so very kind of you. I'll sit here, though, and I'll croon with you until..."
Ooh.
And with that,
Please roll persuasion. Last time, advantage.
Natural 20.
Well, the door.
Like, my first roll was a natural 1, my second one was...
Actual min-maxing here.
My god. The door swings open gently for you as if on freshly oiled hinges. There is blackness before you.
I motion to Cole and say, well,
No, I don't. I don't think it's wise to leave.
what do you...
I don't know what I mean. I'm in way over my head. I don't know magic. But if we. This room seems to be mostly harmless. For the most part. If we leave, we might get added to this summoning circle.
You sure it's a summoning?
I don't know. There's 4 candles, and 2 of them are taken up, presumably, by the other 2 members of the party we came with. So that logically leaves us 2 for the other 2 slots.
I look at the open door. I look with a half cocked, half uncertain look and say, no, you're such a good house. You wouldn't have killed off my other friends.
No, but... And then his voice kind of gets low for a second, like... Uh... Just Tasyn was the last one with Natalie.
That don't mean that Tasyn is the one who harmed Natalie. Could have been that giant spider again. I start petting the door and go, now, Doodler, you're such a good house. Do you think you could help me find my friends and show Cole that, yes, they are still alive and well?
Nessie, no.
The door still yawns before this swirling black abyss. Nothing has changed.
I take Cole's hand and I walk through the door.
Cole's resisting.
As I'm walking down.
Contest.
Okay. And that's a 15.
That's an 18.
Cole stands his ground, heels dug into the ground as best as he can against the stone, while Naminue tugs, pauses as she notices the resistance, looks back.
Well, I can't say that, I can't say that whether or not it's right or wrong, but I feel like this house may want to at least help me. So maybe you should stay here and I'll go find our friends. With that, I let go of his hand and continue through the...
You see the split-second reaction of, wait, but he can't stop her.
Naminue, roll Constitution.
I get a 17.
All right. You walk through this blackness for a bit until you come to a rather odd sight. There's Tasyn clinging to the bars of a cell, muttering quietly to himself and, of course, to the house on the other side.
I look oddly at Tasyn and then let the happy croon go, no, there's a good house. Would you mind opening whatever it is that's keeping Tasyn on that side? I'm sure he'd be much happier on this side. And I give the wall a little.
Stop seducing the fucking house. That's how you fucking summon me. First the moon, then the house.
Oh, well. Tasyn,
What?
you watch quietly and all, like, suddenly there is a door to this cell, and it swings gently open. You have no idea what the hell this gnome has done, but apparently the house really likes this gnome.
He doesn't even walk out the door, he just stares. Utterly silent. Half surprised and half dumbfounded.
This is terrible, but this is also beautiful at the same
He
time.
opens his mouth for a few seconds, then slowly closes it. And says nothing.
You have a flabbergasted codfish of a man. I hope you're enjoying it, anyway. Holy Oh, alrighty.
After about a minute of this, very hesitantly, he walks up to the door, and then out of it was just that look of, okay.
Tasyn looks like he's half expecting the door to smack him on the behind on the way out, but nothing happens.
What did you do?
Nothing, I just got all cuddled.
Oh, I know. You've been talking to Garrick. That makes sense. He suddenly looks intensely more relieved at his own explanation.
What do you mean? I just figured, you said yourself to be polite.
He's not listening. He's now just trying to find a proper way to a different location. Anyhow, we should probably go find the rest of them. They can't be in all that great shape.
I left Cole in a room that had a blood ritual going on with 4 candles. So I think we just need to find Natalie and...
Blood ritual, you say?
Anyway? You watch as first, shock and surprise passes over Tasyn's face. And then something else.
Do I know what this something is?
Right.
You can roll insight.
That's...
Does a 11.
It's hard to decipher, especially on him. But there is a shift to his expression.
I shrug it off and lovingly pet the wall and go, there, you are such a good...
Oh, I heard that.
Goddamn house is fully in love with damn him anyway. This is fine. Shit. You both watch as all of a sudden a door shimmers into existence down this hallway of cells, just happily swinging open for you. Goddamned house. Fuck.
Tasyn literally just looks up at the ceiling with that expression of, seriously?
I just happily start whistling. I happily start whistling a jaunty tune in time with the house, when I heard it purring, and walk with my hands on my hips, just doing like a little...
Also, right, look at your DM.
I'm not touching it.
No, it's nothing. It's not a meme.
No, I know.
I
I saw it.
promise.
No, I saw it. I'm just not touching it because I'm not the DM.
Well, I was just.
Points made.
Nini's gonna fucking kill me. By the way, Nini, one thing.
Yes.
I need to send you something.
Uh-oh. I feel like I've started something.
Quit. Oh.
I feel like Ryan knows exactly what.
Okay. Okay.
Should probably roll perception for something. We've talked about this. Runes, baby, runes. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
I can send you it. I have it up.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you. When two DMs are fighting.
Okay.
All I know is I'm not sure how I did it, but I'm having a blast having.
So this means
I feel like there should be a perception roll here.
Depends. Anyway, you watch as Tasyn speed walks past you through this door.
I look askance at him and say, "Well, what?"
Sorry, I almost choked again.
Anyway, perception roll. Cole. Perception roll.
I get
a 24.
Alrighty. Tasyn. Welcome to the room. Cole, you watch as the door swings open once more and allows not the person you were looking for or any of them to come through this door, but the man of the house. Minue, you watch as Tasyn enters that doorway, only for it to suddenly snap shut.
I look in shock at the door, and I lightly place a hand on it and go, "Wait, you don't want me?" With a slight hurt.
Cole's head snaps towards the figure that enters, and his eyes narrow as he realizes that it wasn't Anemone. I can't.
You can just call me
Nemi. Okay.
That'll work.
That'll work. But instead, Tasyn, and Cole just looks around like, "What is this?"
There is a very confused gunslinger in front of you who trusts nothing basically, dear Tasyn, as I get a DM. Ooh. Alrighty.
Dry?
Perception roll for me.
Were words said? I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear.
I hear Nini ask for a perception roll.
Yes, nothing was said.
So is that another perception roll for me?
Another perception roll, please.
That's a 23.
Does Diminue want to roll?
Minue's in another room.
Ah.
Yeah, the door is shut behind.
Cole, you notice something a little bit weird. Peeking out from under his robes, there seems to be what looks almost like a glowing tattoo of a feather back of Tasyn's neck.
So, as Tasyn enters the room and hears the door snap shut behind him, his posture shifts entirely. He goes from worried and uncertain of the house around him to smiling, calm, and confident. Hands clasped behind his back like a soldier making rounds. And he just smiles at you, Cole. You were always the one suspicious of me. Why is that?
I'd say because there's a blood ritual going on here.
Oh, there's many things to be concerned about when it comes to my house.
I've noticed.
However, why specifically? Was it because of Garrick? Or did you notice something ahead of time?
Garrick is the name of the thief we encountered, correct?
At this point, I think you would be able to intuit it.
Yeah. Well,
so that's up to Nini.
He's still asking in that slow and putting the pieces together to set a scene kind of way.
Oh, so it's in character.
Yeah, so that was in character.
Okay. Garrick is an old friend of mine, yes?
When I stepped into your house, I heard his voice saying that someone named Tasyn would get us.
He has weird phrasings all the time. He is a criminal. And keeps strange company.
Not all criminals are strange company.
Oh, everybody's strange if you look at them wrong.
Well, I certainly know that.
But you, specifically, you don't seem the type to keep around people. You have a strange, let's say, aura about you. Why do you keep with them? Just humor me for a second.
Because I'm paid to?
He just snorts. One way. So you're babysitting them.
I am not babysitting them. I am paid to work with them as a group.
And if you were paid more to work alongside someone else, would you take the offer?
I don't know.
You don't seem that close with them. All I'm saying. It would be easy to sway you if there was someone who could.
Will I repeat that again? I didn't hear the entirety of it.
What didn't you hear? Up to what point did you hear, rather?
The last thing you said. The last thing you said. The last sentence you said.
It would be easy to sway you if there was someone here to do so.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Your moral code is about as flimsy as a wet piece of paper, is what I'm saying. You don't have a goal. You're wandering, constantly shifting like the sand. It would be easy to make you betray them. To leave, leaving them behind. So why don't you? What's keeping you to them?
Maybe I see something in them. Maybe it's something I lost.
Ooh. Meanwhile, in the background, Minway, please make a perception saving. While the Minway sits within this corridor full of cells and some corpses of lonely souls, she starts to sing a couple of ballads about heroes and their adventures, about betrayal, about redemption. The house around you seems almost to sigh in a very deep sorrow and melancholy. Almost as if in invitation. The floor opens up as if it has dug a grave for you. An invitation. It waits. Almost. I need you to make another perception saving throw.
Saving throw?
Or, you know what I mean? Meh. Awesome. You are not too certain about the stability of this door anymore. Pieces and parts of it seem to start to crumble into ash. The hole in the floor to the darkness still yawns, waiting. You try to open the door. You hear a creak and a groan, and it snaps off of its hinges, leaving naught but cold wall behind it. Yes, please.
I
By all
can't
means.
hear lady.
Uh-oh.
So it's not picking up on the recording either.
Uh-oh. I can hear her just fine.
So can I.
I have no idea what's been happening.
Did you accidentally mute?
No, everything's fine. It says it's lighting up, but I can't hear her.
Yeah, all of us can hear her.
Give me a moment. I haven't been able to hear the past 2.5 minutes.
All right. Lady, if you don't mind, speak for a second. It can be anything.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Not detecting any input from my mic. My royal ass. It's my white ass. Anyway, continue. Now I can hear you. I haven't heard them past 2.5 minutes, though, so that's not going to be on recording.
Minue watched as the door started to crumble and then tried very hard to open the door, only for it to rip off its hinges in a pile of scrap. And now is trying desperately to cling to whatever fingerhold she might manage to dig her hands into in the wall. Your strength is great. Your strength is mighty. But as you hear around you the very strain of metal, and suddenly a clink and a clatter of bone, as the corpse that had been within one of these cells breaks apart and falls into the abyss. You can feel a great pressure working upon you, and it is only getting heavier.
I scream, Coral! Coral, please help!
Cole, very quickly. Perception. Tasyn. Perception.
25.
Natural
Cole.
20.
Tasyn. You can hear a voice through the wall, calling for help. The north wall rings. The call of a certain barbarian.
Tasyn looks up towards the wall, pauses, and back at Cole. Well, what are you going to do? Save one of your friends? Continue figuring out the truth? It's up to you.
He pauses. Probably as long as that pause was, actually. His eyes glancing back towards the northern wall. And how, pray tell, am I meant to get through rock in the first place?
His grin widens. By any manner that you open a door to another side of a stone wall. Archway, perhaps, would be a better suited term. You tell me. Is that a wall or a door?
Whole size, and not really taking his eyes off of Tasyn, slowly backs up towards the northern wall. Still as untrusting as ever.
Tasyn
but
doesn't move.
Minue. Strength saving throw.
Ew. That's 3.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, friend. Our barbarian, so known for her strength, so known for her bravery of heart, finds that the grip upon the stone is not as steady as she had hoped. One rock loosens beneath one hand. She quickly reaches to try and grab another, only for her final hand to give out. And in one last second, you can see surprise, fright, terror across her face before finally disappearing into the darkness. Another flame lights upon the candle. There is but one.
At seeing the third flame, Cole just sighs. You can kill my arm in an arm wrestling contest, but you can't hold on a few moments longer? Suppose it doesn't matter anyways. I probably don't have long left, do I?
Well, that's always up to you. Do you want out? Do you want your friends? Or do you want to be out?
Hold on.
You can cut the tension with the knife, can't you? Why don't we have both?
Fuck you. Anyway.
He sighs once again, looking between all three of the flames. What is this for, anyways?
What do you think it's for, first of all?
I don't know magic. Could be anything.
Make a
Could...
solid, educated guess based on your time here.
Summoning a really big demon?
Oh, I have no need for demons. Come on now.
You asked me to guess.
Well, alright. Solid guess. Can't fault you for that one. No, this is a way out. One of the few, actually.
A way out?
Yes. This is a way out of my house. I will repeat myself. Would you like to be out, or would you like your friends? I'm afraid there is no both option. There's always a third one, not included.
Out or my friends? What is stopping me from just blowing a hole through that chest of yours?
You tell me.
Can I roll intimidation on that?
You can.
I'm rolling intimidation on that, even though it's not going to do anything. I just like rolling dice.
Insight? Is this an insight?
You're not going to like this. Try. It's a nat 20.
Well, like contested. Go for it, Bri. Let's see what you've got.
Natural 20.
No.
Oh my god.
With insight plus 10.
That's what I get. This is fucking what I get. Alright.
Be gone. Stop!
Jesus. You stare down this man standing before you, demanding to know what might be stopping you from killing him. One hand reaching for the gun at your side in its holster, ready as your fingers tick along metal. Tasyn stares you down with just as much grit, looking as if he were some general, some battle mage ready and quite willing to throw a spell at a moment's notice. You are currently at a standstill, glaring across this diagram on the floor. Will win, lose, will there be nothing left?
What is stopping you? Tell me. My house has taken your friends. You're the last one standing. And by all means, I might be the last thing that could set you free. And all your friends. What is stopping you? He's been moving his hand dramatically this time around.
Nothing. Nothing is stopping me from drawing. Nothing would stop me. But would I be happy? I'd be a fool to think that would bring any sort of comfort. And I'd sure as hell be as a fool if I would think that would bring any of those three back.
Now, why do you think that they're gone? They're taken. Missing. Do you automatically assume that every missing person is dead? You have not seen a body. Who says
I did not
that they're dead?
say, I did not mean gone in the sense that they are dead.
And yet your tone
I
betrays you. How do you
I
deal
just
with
know.
the sorrow in your chest, son? How do you sit with your regret?
Comfortably.
He just smiled.
As both of you stand across from each other, having this rather terrifying conversation, both of you watch as a door appears, one behind Tasyn, one behind Cole, opening, yawning to darkness.
And what's this supposed to be?
Why would I tell you? Ruin the fun. It's up to you to make that choice.
I'm gonna die. Shit. For everybody listening, we just had a moment in the chat of a spoiler covering kind of thing, and then clicking on it says they're both gay and European.
Because I made a
Thank
joke
you,
earlier about
Nessie.
Tasyn's theme song being gay or European from Legally Blonde, and this is what I get.
Oh my god. Derailment at its finest. Thank you.
I love you, Nessie. It is up to you on what you do next. He opens his arms wide now as if to beckon a shot or a swing. You can either get me or walk out. Your choice.
He glances between the two options. And in his chest, he knows either option isn't the best for him. He knows that if he leaves, he wouldn't truly be free.
No.
They can say he's free, but losing another party, that'd be the shackles on him. But joining them, to whatever ends this might lead, that's not freedom either. And unfortunately for him, neither would putting a bullet in his chest. That'd probably just end up leaving him stuck here. Stuck with the bitter memories that could have been, should have been, and stuck with the bitter memories of the past. And so he sighs. I'd rather be taking in darkness with my party than have a false sense of freedom.
The grin on his face softens for a second. Good choice. And he turns and walks directly back into the door.
Cole, you watch as Tasyn walks the door and disappears. That final candle lights bright to life, and the magic circle begins to float, coming to life around you in an array of colors and light. You watch as it grows brighter, 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 so bright that the sides of the room seem to go pitch dark. And then lights go out. You see nothing, hear nothing, see nothing, feel nothing. And finally, all of you hear the cheery calls of the festival going on, and someone somewhere calling for Shayla to please just shut up. As each and every one of you wake up in your bed, perfectly safe and sound at home. The festival is still going on around you as far as you can hear. It's a nice, bright day, if a little bit chilly. The only thing that seems to linger is an ache in a shoulder, an ache in a knee, a hold of tiredness that is to come with far too much spell use, a chill of the past, and just maybe welcome home. But are you still dreaming? Here we end this little tale of horror and mystery, at least. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank
I
you for
hope
being
you
an
enjoyed
awesome
it.
DM. I really enjoyed taming the house.
So we
Can't
learned a
believe-
lot about Cole.
I believe
Yes,
it
indeed.
is time to end.